Hi everyone, so Jeremy Corbyn is being attacked in the media again today. It's a day with a Y in it, so it must be happening somewhere. I'm going to go to the newspaper that attacked them the least in their article, which is the Daily Torygraph. They say Jeremy Corbyn refuses to endorse tougher sanctions on Russia. This is on the back of the video I've just done about Jeremy Hunt. Can't believe I said his name right then without swearing. The Foreign Secretary calling for further sanctions on Russia because, hey, America are doing it, so let's us do it as well, for their involvement or alleged involvement, Russia's alleged involvement in the poisoning of the Skripals, which just makes no sense whatsoever. So the article, I'm not going to read it all, just read you this. Jeremy Corbyn has refused to endorse calls for the UK to follow the United States and impose tougher sanctions on Russia, describing it as a huge player on the world stage. Speaking in New Lanark, Scotland, the Labour leader called for a serious dialogue with Moscow. It came after Jeremy Hunt, the Foreign Secretary, used his first speech in the US to call for the European Union to stand shoulder to shoulder with Washington over tougher sanctions on Russia. Mr. Corbyn said, I think what we need is a serious dialogue with Russia, to put the megaphones down, pick up the phone and make the arrangements to have serious meetings with Russia. Rather than me read what he says, actually, let's just play the video.
If Russia has done something wrong and committed an international crime, then...
Did you notice there? If Russia has done something wrong, he says. He knows. Russia didn't do this.
Obviously, action has to be taken. But it seems to me that the most important thing is to be tough in the sense of human rights abuses and tough in the sense of activities, but also realistic about the need to have a dialogue with Russia. We can't do everything through megaphone diplomacy. There has to be a dialogue with Russia. Even the NATO General Secretary thinks that's a necessary thing to do.
That is sensible. That makes sense. You don't do things without evidence, and these things can escalate quickly. And also sanctions on Russia, as I've said in the previous video, that's a sanction on the people. The people will suffer over that. Not that Jeremy Hunt or the Tories care. And here's the thing, talking about the Tories and Russia, all this Russia nonsense is all Russia's fault. It's all Russia's fault, this is. Really, is it? Well, is it Russia's fault that 22,000 police jobs have gone in the last 8 years? Is that Russia? Is it Russia's fault that over 120,000 people now have been linked to deaths because of austerity measures put on the UK people? Is that Russia's fault? Are Russia responsible for creating the hostile atmosphere for the Windrush generation and deporting people who lived here for 6 or 7 decades? Did Russia do that? No? Was it Russia that chose to, clad Grenfell Tower in the cheapest possible material to save a few bucks, even knowing that it was flammable? Did Russia do that? No? Oh, that was the Tories. So how do we sanction them? With an election, and we get rid of them as soon as possible. Because this Russia rhetoric, this anti-Russia, this McCarthyism, this Red Scare that's going on at the moment, both this side and the other side of the Atlantic in the US, it's frigging dangerous. It really is dangerous. At the very minimum, it's going to start a new Cold War, if it hasn't already. And worst case scenario, it's going to wipe us all off the planet in World War III. And it won't be Russia that starts it. It'll be America. Which really, and it will be America, by the way. That's not hyperbole. It'll be America that starts it. Which worries me, because at the bottom of that article it says this. Mr. Hunt praised Donald Trump's administration and added, quote, there is no closer military alliance anywhere in the world than in the UK and the US. He sees that as a good thing. I don't. I see it as a bad thing. America are in 8 wars at the moment that Congress have not approved. 8. And we're hitching our wagon to them. It's time to sanction Tories, if you ask me, not Russia. It's time to sanction the Tories, and that's with the general election. And it's to vote them out before more needless lives are lost due to their incompetence and their austerity measures, which they do not give one shit about. If you enjoyed this video, please click the bell down there and subscribe so you get a notification of next time I drop a video. Also, I can't do this without your help, so if you can afford it and you enjoy my videos, please support the channel by subscribing to my Patreon. Link is down there. You can do it for as little as $1 a month, and it really does help. If you can't afford it, that's fine. Please share my work and talk to other people about the issues that I bring up. Thanks very much for your support. Until next time, peace and take care.